Okay, welcome to my video series of Paititi Explained. Okay, so this is part one, and basically in this part, I'm basically just going to talk about my highlights of Paititi and show you some satellite imagery. Just in this opening scene here, you can see this is a recreation of the baptism of the Inca king. It appears to be a statue. It's quite large, as you can see there. It's around about, say, 20 meters long. On the left-hand side here, you have a Jesuit father. Okay. Was it Andres Lopez? I'm not sure. But he's baptizing the Inca king, who's sitting on the right, kneeling. And they appear to be in some type of boat. I assume it's like some sort of hollow canoe, which would have been performed on the nearby lake. And I will show you that lake in other video parts. So this was one of the only accounts of Paititi, and that it existed. And I found this only not long ago and saw it here on the front of this mountainside. And as soon as I saw it, I went, wow, this could finally be some evidence that this place existed. Okay, I'm going to show you some more highlights of this area and why I think it is Paititi. I've been interested in Paititi since I heard the name, and that was the lost city of the Incas. I have a genuine passion for the history of this country, Peru, and the Incas, also the pre-Incas, and I have a real passion for satellite imagery and searching for anomalies, and in particular lost cities and ruins. Okay, so this is at the entrance to the site, and I'd kind of think that this is their way of saying welcome. We're on your side, meaning the Spanish invaders, although I don't think the Spanish army ever reached here. Only a few Jesuits. Basically to say that, okay, we're on your side. We've been baptised. We're now Catholics. Please don't invade us. Enter in peace. That's just my opinion. Okay, but this is right at the start where you actually walk into the kingdom. So it's basically, to show outsiders coming in who we are at this current stage. Alright, I first noticed this site about 2010. I just always thought it looked unusual. Things that are probably natural, I was looking at and thinking they don't look natural. Until somebody goes there and actually looks around the whole site to confirm one way or another. Okay, I'll just scroll out here. Let's just have a look at some of these other things on this site. This is one of the first things I noticed here on this site, and I thought this looked quite unusual. To most people, it just looked like a natural formation at the side of this hill. And as I started looking more into it and the surrounds, I started believing that this was a geoglyph. And I couldn't put my finger on it, but I thought I'd seen it before somewhere. And then I remembered this. Okay, so this is the old Andres Lopez map of Paititi. As you can see, it actually says it up there. Believed to be drawn around 1600. Okay, so that's nearly 70 years after basically the taking of Peru by the Spaniards, or the death of the last Inca emperor, Atahualpa, in 1533. But I don't believe the Spaniards ever reached here, and obviously this kingdom may have stayed and functioned as a normal society for a good 60, 70 years after the Spanish invasion, and possibly longer. Okay. This here is what it reminded me of, that geoglyph. Okay. It appears to be an Inca warrior of some sort, or is it a farmer? I don't know. It looks to be holding a spear. It's meant to be his wife there, and a little baby llama. Now this was the original map, or a copy of the original. As you can see, there's a few slight differences, and some things are hard to make out. Now let's just have a look at this geoglyph again. If I zoom in a bit more, okay, you can see there is a face, excuse me, eyes, mouth, wearing some sort of headdress or hat, body, legs, shoes, and what it's holding, I don't know. Is it a spear? This could be the baby llama here, and his wife may originally have been there. I can't really make that out due to erosion, 300 or 400 years. But that's what it reminded me of, and I thought this could actually be Paititi here. Now let's have a look at some other things on this site. Just some of my highlights. This, I believe, is a geoglyph of Supe. You can see the face there, the eyes, 2 horns, arms and legs which appear to be walking or running. Supe is the god of the underworld. Okay, in this part of the world. Now this is really cleverly done, because where it's located, I'm not sure how they created it. It appears he's running back to the underworld in this cave here. Okay, now that would have been quite intimidating for anybody coming into this valley. Alright, to basically see the devil there. And I have heard of accounts that they say the devil lives in this area, and this could be one reason. And there's also other Supe geoglyphs, which I'll show in other video parts. Now if I just go over here on this way up into the cave, then halfway up, I can't zoom in any further on this satellite imagery, but I have tidied this up on other screenshots and photos. It appears to be a llama. Okay, it has 2 legs at the back, spread apart, 2 legs at the front close together. What I assume is a large llama statue. Okay. Let's just have a look at the size of this. It still means roughly about 10 meters high, which is really large. Okay, and if you're walking up this valley, it would be quite a sight to see looking up there at this. This might be the so-called protector of Paititi, going up into the cave. And I will discuss the cave in other videos and what I think's in there and what I can see in there. Okay, let's have a look at some other highlights of this site. This one's difficult to see, but there's another enormous geoglyph right here. It might be difficult to see, but there is a face here. What the face is of, I'm not sure. Is it Supe again? I don't know. It's quite large. That's the face. Down's the body. And as you see, there's two legs here again. Feet. Again, it's difficult to see. But where it is, it's located right next to some ruins, and I will go into those in other video parts as well. Here's the lake that I was referring to before. Okay, a water supply, and also where they may have put their canoes in, and perform their baptisms, etc. Okay, so that's just some of my highlights of Paititi. Stay tuned until the next video, and bye for now.